Hi there, this is Patilo. Today I want to share you a new concept of info entertainment and currently testing out. Film Patilo is the first and currently only social media content in the world to provide content specifically on creative decision making. The challenge aims to help social entrepreneurs, disruptive entrepreneurs, and social activists into making the tough decisions you will likely to make, even engaging in such a highly demanding and high-performing like projects as the ones mentioned above. So, if you are currently making a living by having an impact on society, or you want to do that, or maybe you fear you will regret not pursuing your dreams, or you feel empty for not having enough of an impact on society, or simply you are frustrated on how the world is run, and you don't want to delegate a superficial solution to global leaders or big corporations, then this might be a safe place for you to cultivate your intellect together and do it as a team. Unlike other content creators on life coaching and productivity that focus mostly on motivational content, I do focus on practical content that can directly impact your resilience to tough challenges in life. I separate my content in 3 different categories: techniques, tactics, and strategies. Techniques are methods that will help you to automate, organize, or optimize trivial or maybe mechanical decisions that you have in your life. For instance, the Pomodoro technique will help you to organize and schedule your rest and work time so you are more productive. Then tactics are methods that can help you to address a certain type of tough decision or tough situation in life. For instance, the retrospective tactic will help you to minimize stress in the case you fail in one of your goals. Strategies are resources that will help you to set a direction in life that is aligned with your own definition of success and happiness, avoiding to get trapped into conventional yet suboptimal directions or decisions that you inherit probably from the environment you are exposed. It's possible that if you are an intellectual, curious person, you will still find value in my content. If that's the case, I'm more than happy to invite you to participate in comments, in the debates. I think that would be very enriching. I am a decision scientist, polymath, who study in a wide variety of fields from software development, cognitive psychology, and business. I'm an international award-winning social entrepreneur with more than 5 years of experience in the high-tech ecosystem. I'm co-founder of the Argentine AI community YARP, TEDx speaker, author, and coder. I have many ambitions in my life, but I think the most powerful one is that I don't have a vision to become the best in the world, but instead I have a vision to work with people like you and make this world the best for the world in the whole history of humanity. And what I'm proposing to you is not changing the world. To me that's little, but instead challenging the most profound norms of the universe. That is what's really exciting to me. And I know I have limitations. And I might be not as smart as the people and the genius I cite, but I have a strategy. I want to unite my intelligence with your intelligence and create a work worth of Nobel Prizes. Throughout this channel, I will be sharing my journey as an entrepreneur while encouraging you to share yours and empower this community together. Unlike other content creators that maybe focus on or are too biased on individual advice, here we focus on building a community and learn not only to make individual decisions, but also to reach consensus and build the high-performing teams that social project requires. So why I create this content and I decided to focus on training our decision making? Well, because I see that the traditional schooling is usually focused in training us for life project that requires minimal agency, minimal decision making. Yet I argue that optimal, fulfilling, and highly performance life project as disruptive entrepreneurship requires you to be highly trained in creative decision making. Or otherwise, my prediction is that without this training, most projects would fail, or even make a negative impact on society as they wouldn't know how to quickly adapt to the tough and fast decisions you need to make while executing this kind of projects. And I think we need more people into these life projects as never before in the whole history of humanity. On one hand, scientists estimate that if we don't reduce carbon emissions in a rate of less than 2 to 3% annually, we are likely to face catastrophic consequences that can potentially extinct humanity in a period of 31 years from now on. In other words, we are the last generation of humans that can make the decisions needed to change the system into one that is environmentally sustainable. On the other hand, the World Wide Web, the Internet as we know it, was created 35 years ago. According to the famous Moore law, since then technology has been accelerating at exponential rates. Modern humans have lived around of 200,000 years ago. That means that 0.0175% of the whole history of humanity, we have the privilege to be worldwide connected with internet. So let me put it in simpler words. We are the first generation in history to have the technological advancements to enable new collective decisions that can create a new productive systems that make resource exploitation obsolete. So, we are the first and the last generation that can change the world. Most of our life projects, the things that we do in life to sustain ourselves, in a way or another, through my lens, contribute to this unsustainable system. No matter if you're in a safe shop, no matter if you're running a profitable business, if there is no more planet, there is no more economy, there is no more shops, and there is no more business. Are we prepared for that? I see that this time we need more than individual action. I see that we need a systemic change to solve this systemic error. Now, I don't see this as a matter of left or right. I don't see this as a matter of market planning or free markets. I see this as a matter of decentralization. I think that no matter if you live in capitalist or socialist, deeply rooted in our evolutionary past, cultural or maybe social norms, decisions have been historically made in an asymmetric way. And I argue that there is a problem with that. There is no perfect socioeconomic system. But if only a few make decisions on defining the rules of the game on behalf of the rest, which are the majority, and then the barriers to entry to become a decision maker are really high, and the imperfections of this system mostly affect those who have little or null influence in decision making to change the rules of the game, then my prediction is that unsustainable system will prevail and would be less likely those systems to change into a more virtuous one. In this channel, I will be sharing my research in the field and where I elaborate more on these points more in depth. But I will tell you, I am flawful. I make mistakes and my views are imperfect. I don't have answers here. I won't share you clear answers, but instead big questions. Because I believe that is the thing we need at the moment. Unlike other content creators that avoid criticism, I don't want you to agree with me at all. I invite you to debate, and I aim to open my mind and your mind while having a debate, rather than aiming to winning arguments. Why I think it's that important to enhance our creative decision making or our creative agency. I see a need to visualize how important it is to understand creative agency, our right to make original decisions in life, as a universal human right. Why? Well, if we ensure that we have the environmental conditions to boost or to protect individual and collective creativity, then my prediction is that we will more likely as a society to come up with new and deeper perspective and decision that can allow us to overcome, keep perpetuating into systemic errors like the ones threatening our existence right now. My vision for this channel is to facilitate a new intellectual movement of the magnitude of the enlightenment, one that challenges deeply the status quo. I invite you to join Think with Patello. These channels aim to form the next generation of disruptive entrepreneurs, critical thinkers. I only expect from you to participate in comments, debates, and make constructive criticism. From me, you can expect at least one video every 3 months. I will try to make, I might do more, but I commit myself to do one every month. Bear in mind that this is an experiment. So I might vary the content or even shut down the channel in case of consistent low traction. Most of my content is based on scientific facts or philosophical reasoning and encourages you to have an open mind but also critical mind when participating in the debates and the comments. The philosophy of the channel is to encourage continuous improvement and learn from our discussions, from the variety of views and the diversity we have in this community. There is only one rule, which is to be assertive, respectful, and mindful of the point of view of the other. For those who want to go more in depth, I might offer some professional services or links to my articles. That's helped me to sustain this project financially and keep providing value to you while growing this community. If something of this resonates to you and you are interested, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Let's co-create a new system that makes the current one obsolete.